They said it was impossible, that no human could dive 30 meters on a single breath, that no child could see clearly underwater. And I'm telling you, he is quick, and he could hold his breath right in a long-ass time. That a tribe could sense a tsunami before the ocean even whispered. But deep in Southeast Asia, scientists stumbled across something that shattered every rule. What they found in the Bajau and Moken wasn't just adaptation, it was evolution in motion, and it left researchers speechless. Number 11, the Bajau and Moken. They moved through water like they were born in it. No tanks, no high-tech fins, just lungs, wooden goggles, and generations of knowing the sea. These are the Bajau and the Moken, often called the sea nomads, but to call them that is just scratching the surface. They live afloat, boats, stilt homes, coral coves, and what they do should be impossible. In 2008, researcher Melissa Ilardo published something wild in the journal Cell. Many Bajau have spleens about 50% larger than neighboring populations. Not just a coincidence, a gene signal near PTE10A might be helping that spleen grow, because a bigger spleen can push more red blood cells into circulation during a dive, feeding oxygen to the brain and heart. Some Bajau divers spent hours each day underwater, reaching depths of 10, 20, even 30 meters. A single breath, a spear, a meal. And while the world measures time in hours, they measure it in heartbeats, slowed by the diving reflex, where blood abandons the limbs and heads for the core. The Moken add a different kind of impossibility. Studies led by Anna Gislin showed Moken children can see almost twice as clearly underwater as European kids. They pull their pupils smaller, nearly 1.9 millimeters, and stretch their eye lenses to the human limit, diopters in the range of 15 or 16. It's not magic, it's learned, but only when learned early, diving daily in bright tropical shallows. And then there's the laboon. That's the Moken name for the wave that eats people. In 2004, when the ocean fell silent and pulled back, the Moken elders knew what it meant. They guided their people to high ground long before the tsunami struck. Not one Moken life was lost that day. As the elders say, the ocean is our universe. And somewhere between gene, reflex, and myth, that universe still speaks through them. Number 10, the Maasai. They jump like gravity doesn't matter. They eat what would shock a nutritionist. They walk miles across thorny plains under an equatorial sun, and they've done it for centuries. But if you think the strength of the Maasai is all muscle and ritual, you're missing the deeper story. These East African pastoralists live along the Great Rift of Kenya and Tanzania. Their lives centered on cattle, rain, and God, whom they call Nkai. And they believe that Nkai once gave them cattle by lowering a rope from heaven. Old Doi Lang, the mountain of God, still stands as the sacred anchor between sky and land. Their rites look like legend, the Adumu jump, where young warriors spring straight upward, heels never touching the ground, often burns energy for hours. Studies show vertical leaps around 50 to 60 centimeters, driven not by training, but daily movement, herding, and long journeys across savanna. Then there's the diet, milk, meat, and blood. Traditional intake ranges from 600 to 2,000 milligrams of cholesterol a day. Yet somehow blood pressure and heart disease remain low in many communities. In 2012, PLUS ONE published an analysis linking Maasai health to strong selection in genes like FABP1, responsible for fat handling, and others tied to lactase persistence. But there's another shift. The old Mayo lion hunting rite, once used to mark adulthood, now lives more in memory and song. In 2010, the Lion Guardians program offered an alternative: conserve lions, track their movements, and share knowledge. The Maasai Olympics, started in 2008, turned ancient bravery towards sprinting, spear throws, and strength. Their true impossible ability, keeping culture alive while adapting with surgical precision. Their strength is not just in the legs or the heart, but in the way they hold tradition in one hand and science in the other. Number 9, the Sentinel. A man stands barefoot on a beach, a bow in his hand. A helicopter spins overhead, dropping food and aid after the 2004 tsunami. He draws, fires. A single arrow hisses into the air. That was his message. We are alive. Leave us be. The Sentinel live on a small forested island just under 60 kilometers, ringed by reef, locked in time. They are the last untouched tribe on Earth. Since 1956, India has made it illegal to approach closer than 5 nautical miles. No visitors, no boats, no rescue, because contact would kill them, not by violence, but by viruses their immune systems have never met. They hunt, they fish, they make boats shaped like canoes, but paddled with poles in the shallows. Nobody knows their language. No one's counted their numbers exactly. Estimates swing from a handful to over 100. But that's not the point. In 2018, a man named John Allen Chow broke the law and tried to contact them. He didn't survive the landing. India didn't recover his body. The rules exist for a reason. Myths of cannibalism swirl in whispers and headlines, but there's no proof. Scholars who've watched from afar describe burials, family structures, fire use. The Sentinel bury their dead in huts, not pits. They grieve. They love. They are not savages. They are survivors. When the ocean pulled back in 2004, they moved to high ground. No one told them. They knew. Number 8. Korowai Heights. In the emerald jungles of Papua, high above the mosquito-thick swamps, houses rise from the treetops 30, sometimes 40 meters off the ground. Rope ladders dangle, notched logs serve as stairs, a floor of sago palm, a roof of thatch, and all of it tied tight with rattan. These are the Rumat Tingi of the Korowai. People once said they built high to avoid floods or insects, but the Korowai themselves say different. We build from worry, they tell visiting anthropologists. Height is protection from spirits, from enemies, from the things below. Their engineering is instinctive. Men climb trees barefoot, hauling ridge beams and cross braces with nothing but muscle memory. Whole families relocate within days. The structures are fast, functional, and fierce. Helicopter surveys between 1986 and 1990 mapped settlements across clan lands, estimating around 4,000 speakers of the Korowai language. Western contact came late. In March 1974, researchers Peter Van Arsdale and colleagues arrived on the Upper Gan Island and River, documenting firemaking and travel routes. Government villages were later built, but many families remained mobile, returning seasonally to ancestral lands, especially during the sago harvest. Then came the cameras. Sensational documentaries claimed all Korowai lived in treetop homes or practiced ritual cannibalism. In 2018, the BBC admitted that a widely seen treehouse building scene was staged for television. As for cannibalism, some rare reports described executions of Kakawa, accused male witches, but scholars warned these were rare events, frozen into myth by outsiders eager for drama. Today, many Korowai live between two worlds, treehouses and schoolhouses, rituals and roads. Number 7. Tibetans and the Sherpa. Above the clouds, where most people struggle to breathe, the Tibetans and the Sherpa move with ease. Not just walking, but farming, building, running, and guiding strangers across the world's harshest heights. At altitudes where the air holds only half the oxygen of sea level, they don't just survive, they thrive. In 2014, researchers published in Nature that Tibetans carry a unique version of a gene called EPAS1. Inherited from an ancient group related to the Denisovans, this gene lets them keep low hemoglobin so their blood stays thin, flows fast, and avoids clotting under pressure. The Sherpa take this biological edge to the extreme. Elite Sherpa climbers have shown a V2 max around 66.7 milliliters per kilogram per minute at sea level, and when they ascend Everest, their muscles shift to burn energy more efficiently. Recent studies even suggest GCH1 helps regulate nitric oxide in their bloodstream, expanding vessels to deliver more oxygen without adding more blood. But this story isn't just genetic, it's cultural. Pacing, route planning, ritual. When Kami Rita reached the summit of Mount Everest for the 31st time on May 27, 2025, he didn't boast. He said, "I climb for my family and for Nepal." Number 6. The Himba. In the sun-blasted deserts of Namibia and Angola, where water is scarce and shade is rarer, The Himba carry tradition in every color of their skin and hair. Red with purpose, red with protection. Each day, Himba women mix butterfat and red ochre called uchis and rub it into their skin. The result is striking, but science sees more than beauty. Hematite-rich ochre blocks ultraviolet rays, wards off insects, and reduces bacterial growth. Cosmetic science studies have even described it as a daily natural sunscreen evolved without bottles or branding. People used to say Himba women never bathed. That's myth. The truth is smoke. With little water, women create a smoke bath from burning omiri resin and desert herbs. Wrapped in cloth, they let the warm smoke cleanse their bodies, rising like incense in the dawn. Vision myths came next. One popular show once claimed the Himba can't see blue, but researchers like Debbie Robertson found something different. The Himba simply group colors in ways that differ from European languages. Their eyes see fine, their words just follow different paths. Pastoralists at heart, the Himba raise cattle in lands where few would dare to live. Milk, fermented or fresh, is a staple. Many related groups like the Herero have low lactase persistence, so fermentation helps them digest it safely. Number 5, the Sami. Across the frozen belt of northern Europe through Norway, Sweden, Finland, and into Russia, the Sami people follow a rhythm older than nations. They follow reindeer across tundra, through forest, between seasons. Where others see ice and isolation, the Sami see movement, memory, and song. Roughly 80,000 to 135,000 Sami live today in Sapmi, speaking 9 distinct Sami languages. In Norway alone, nearly 250,000 domestic reindeer graze each spring, most in Finnmark. They are not wild. They are guided, herded, watched by families who know the land like a map written in snow. Their yoik, sometimes spelled yoik, is more than melody. It is how one sings a mountain, a person, a memory. Studies suggest yoik helps with stress and mental wellness, grounding identity in the voice. It is medicine passed through harmony. But history hasn't always been kind. In the 1600s, shamans called Noid were hunted and their painted drums seized. One such drum, taken in 1691, is still caught in repatriation debates. Yet the music survived, the herd survived, and the struggle continues. In modern courts and on icy roads, Sami leaders now defend ancestral land against development. Norway has publicly apologized for its past, but the fight for grazing rights remains very real. Number 4, the Brogba. In Laida's narrow valleys, where altitude cuts the air and the Indus River slices the mountains, there lives a small Wait community called the Brokspa, or as they call themselves, the Monaro. Fewer than 4,000 people remain, mostly in Dahanu, Garan, and Darik villages. Their language, Brok, is endangered, an Indo-Aryan tongue with fewer than 500 active speakers. And their rituals glow like the flowers they wear. Women craft toppy headdresses from silver coins and fresh orange blossoms. Munto said to protect against the evil eye. Their clothes and colors aren't decoration, they're defense, their history stitched into petals. At harvest, they celebrate Bonana, a 5-day Thanksgiving of hymns, dance, and spirit-led prayer. Alaba, or spirit medium, fasts and chants, leading the village through rituals that rotate every few years. The last was recorded in 2016. Myths once claimed they were pure Aryans descended from Alexander's army, but a 2019 genetic study and a broader 2024 Highlander Genome Project both debunked this. Their DNA is a blend of South and Central Asian ancestry. Beautiful, yes, but not mythical. Their true miracle is survival. Along crumbling terraces, they raise barley in orchards. On thin soil and thinner air, they keep singing Broksbo. One elder put it plainly, "We thank the gods, we tend our fields, we wear our flowers." In a world that forgets quickly, they remember slowly. That is their power. Number 3, the Kalenjin. In Kenya's Rift Valley, where red soil meets dawn chill, the Kalenjin run not just fast, but forever. In towns like E10, perched over 2,400 meters above sea level, the air is thin and the legs never stop. The numbers don't lie. Though the Kalenjin make up roughly 10% of Kenya's population, they've won over 80% of the nation's distance running medals. Marathon champions, Olympic legends, world record holders, they keep coming from one place. But it's not magic, it's layered. Studies going back to 2006 by Vincent Onenya, Giannis Pitalades, and Ross Tucker showed a pattern. Most of these elite runners grew up running to school, living at altitude and training together, culture baked into every stride. Physiology helps too. Even untrained Kalenjin boys have shown lower oxygen cost while running, meaning they burn less to go farther. Their limbs are long, their frames light, efficiency over power always. Food adds to it. Meals are often simple, bagali, greens, milk, but the training is anything but. Hills, group pacing, repetition, sharp focus. Lorna Kiplagat, a long-distance legend, once said, "If you train at 2,400 meters, when you go low, you feel like you're flying." No one gave them wings, they earned them. Number 2, the Zang Beto. In the coastal corners of Benin, Togo, and southwestern Nigeria, something tall and whirling moves at dusk, covered in raffia, spinning like a storm of straw. They hum with energy. These are the Zang Beto, the people of the night. To villagers, they are spirits. To researchers, they are an ingenious blend of community security and ritual theater. Anthropologists studying Battery in Nigeria conducted interviews in 2013 showing that Zang Beto patrols deter theft, mediate disputes, and even present wrongdoers for local justice. But their presence is more than order, it's awe. Each January 10th during Benin's Vodun Day and at the Oyoita Festival that runs through January 11th, Zang Beto flood the streets. They spin, they erupt charms, they captivate. Outsiders ask what's beneath the costume. Locals say no one. Believers insist the spirit is real. Scholars point to secret initiates beneath the layers, guided by chants, drums, and centuries of training. And now they've taken on a new role. In 2018, Voice of America reported that Zang Beto began patrolling mangroves near the Mono River. They now warn off illegal loggers and overfishers, guarding not just people, but ecosystems. As scholar Fu Adekin wrote, Zang Beto are art, power, and peace rolled into one. People don't just watch them, they trust them. Number 1, the Saka. In Yakutia, deep within Russia's Siberian stretch, winter doesn't visit, it rules. And yet, the Saka people not only survive, they flourish. Where temperatures once plunged to minus 67.7 degrees Celsius on February 6, 1933, the Saka still sang to the sky. Nearly 500,000 strong Saka live in the Republic of Saka, mastering both biology and ritual. Scientists have traced cold adaptation to genetic regions like TBX15 and WARS2, shaping fat distribution for warmth. Other studies from 2022 and 2025 revealed selection in UCP genes activating heat production in brown fat. Their metabolism doesn't fight the cold, it thrives in it. But genes alone don't tell the story. At Yesek, the summer festival, elders pour kumis, fermented mare's milk, to the heavens and chant Adal Sikh. Their epic poems, the Olanko, declared a masterpiece by UNESCO in 2005, keep memory alive with myth and music. Even their animals are adapted. Yakutian horses dig through snow at minus 60 and during swings of over 100 degrees through the year. Studies have cataloged their fatty acid profiles, their herd structures, even the way stallions lead groups of 15 mares across snowfields. People once said no one could live here, but the Saka do. How do these tribes unlock abilities most think are impossible? Could science ever catch up to tradition? Or are we just beginning to understand? Subscribe for more and drop your wildest theory in the comments below.